It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Free kick out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. Being chased out left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Our first carry for the second-year man, it's Najee Harris. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They'll run again with Harris. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Pickett sets up play action. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini... recharge a little bit and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, Brissett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Steelers draft class here for 2022, and even with other notable names taken in the middle rounds, this draft, it comes back to the name at the top, CD, the hometown quarterback, Pitt's Kenny Pickett, staying in the Steel City as a first-round pick.
And the consensus of talent evaluators going into the draft, it wasn't a quarterback-heavy draft, but if one would go in the first round, most thought it would be Kenny Pickett, thinking he's the most pro-ready. And as you noted, he stays in the Steel City. And how about the receivers they took? George Pickens out of Georgia in the 2nd round. He's the tall one. And Calvin Austin III out of Memphis. He's the short one, but both of them can fly.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. The Steelers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Completes it to Watt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Pickett going to keep it himself, and he will have a Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Calvin Austin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go. Oh, let's go.
On 2nd and 9. Brissett. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Brissett. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that might be exactly what they... crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Brissett sets to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 2nd and goal, Brissett. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones there to make the grab. And the Browns are back within a score. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because you know their pride is don't let that guy get hit. No matter what, under any circumstances, and anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Pickett. It's complete to Watt. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position, but as you and I... doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Pickett going to bootleg it. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Brissett. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Hunt will try going up the middle. And some room to work. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Brissett. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Able to slither by. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
There, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Brissett. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it. The 2. Chubb. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Brissett, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a give, running left is Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. Just throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Brissett's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Brissett. looking sideline, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Brissett tries the right side, and he finds Bell. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. The frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here.